my channel. So I am back. I am so excited to finally be filming another video. It's been way too long. I think it's been about a month since I last posted on here. And it just feels so good to just be back and film a video. If you guys can't tell, I am in a new space right now, and part of that is because we moved. If you can tell by the title of this video, we recently purchased a house and we just can't even believe it still that we actually did this, and we're just so excited. So today I wanted to come on here and just kind of talk to you guys and tell you about our experience in buying a house and kind of how the process was for us, and just kind of share with you some clips and some pictures from everything, because it did take about 6 months for us to move in, and part of that reason has to do with us building a house. So we never thought we were going to actually build a house or, you know, have a house built, but the Lord was good. He opened doors for us, and we are just overwhelmed with joy and gratitude, and just feel so incredibly blessed to be here and to this actually be a reality. So I don't know, God is so good, and I just wanted to share that with you guys because it's part of, you know, it's part of my life. If you guys have seen my last series here, it was all about my wedding, and I shared a whole wedding series here, and I shared with you my whole experience on wedding planning and everything leading up to the wedding, and that was really special. I like that because I feel like here on YouTube, like, you know, you guys are subscribed to my channel and you like to keep up with what's going on, and I really loved and appreciated all your support through that. So with that also comes an announcement, and now that we're in this place, there are so many things that we want to do and, you know, decorate, and so many things that we have to do. So my announcement is that I am going to be starting a new series here on my channel, and so now we're kind of moving on to a different stage of our lives. Now that we've been married, now it's about 4 months, so we've been married for 4 months. That's crazy. And so now moving into the house, like, this is kind of a new stage for us, so it's going to be something that's going to be a very big part of my life, and so I'm going to be doing more lifestyle type videos here on my channel, and I'm going to be starting a new series, and it's going to be called my Home Sweet Home series, and it's going to be basically all about home decor and organization, and just showing you guys and sharing how I make this house a home for us. You know, Ricardo and I are so excited, and it's one of our goals for this year is just to make this place feel like a home. It already feels like home just because we had a lot of input in every little aspect of this house, and now it's the fun part. It's, you know, an even more exciting time where we get to just really add our personal touches to everything and decorate. So I want to share that with you guys because I know I love watching like home decor videos, and I thought you might like to as well. So I'm going to be taking you with me, whether it's, you know, home decor shopping or just a haul, or showing you how I organize, you know, the bathroom, the kitchen, the living room, the rooms, you know, all these things. So I hope you guys are excited for that. I'm really excited to start filming those. Of course, I'm going to be doing just my other regular videos as well, and I'm also going to be incorporating some other type of videos that I'll talk about in the near future, but they're going to be more type of lifestyle videos that I'm also really excited about. Those videos are going to be mostly about just personal growth and your spiritual life, and, you know, being a Christian is a really big part of my life, and I kind of want to share that with you guys and just give you encouraging words and share the word with you as well. So those are going to be coming up as well. So I'm just excited for this year. I have a lot of goals for this YouTube channel. I also thank you guys for supporting me and sticking around even when I haven't posted as much or haven't had the time. I just, you know, thank you guys for checking up. You know, it makes me feel like you guys actually care about my YouTube channel here. I'm going to be sharing those types of videos now along with my beauty and my fashion videos because I love those as well. And it's just going to be fun. So, but anyways, enough talking because man, that's not even the point of this video. Basically, that was my announcement. Basically, there's that new home, sweet home series coming up, and then also other types of videos coming up this year. So let's go ahead and get on into the video. Alright, so about the house. So basically, as you guys know, her and I got married in September, and last year, 2016, was just such a busy year for us. We got engaged in the beginning of the year for my birthday, and then we just started planning for the wedding. We knew we wanted to get married in that same year, so we started planning for the wedding, and things got busy real quick. And one of our goals while we were dating and just getting to know each other was that we wanted to make sure that when we did decide to settle down, that we were going to take, a stable, steady step into our future. And part of the reason why we dated so long and we just kind of took our time with marriage was because we wanted to make sure that we prepared ourselves for the future. So one of those things that we always talked about was buying a house, and we wanted to have a house, under our names. So we started kind of talking about that kind of before we got engaged. We were already talking about the future and what we want that, what we envisioned and what we wanted. So once we got engaged, we were already kind of on the same mindset. So we started looking for homes, and by that time, we had kind of done the research and prepared ourselves, and started, saving up and all those types of things. And we started house hunting. I think we started looking for a house like in April, and we looked at all types of houses, really. We looked at, all types of houses, and we had different, we each had things that we really wanted in a house, kind of like our preferences, our top, 3 things that we wanted in the house, and we kind of made sure we put those together while we were looking and house hunting and all that. So there was a lot. It took us from April all the way up to June to finally pick a place and actually sign. So yeah, so April, May, so about June, after we had looked at several houses and things, we looked at the option of building a house. There were a lot of neighborhoods in the areas we were looking at that were building new homes, and we're kind of at the price range that we were looking at, and we were like, well, why not? Let's just go, let's look around, let's see kind of what the process is like. I honestly thought it was going to be kind of, very difficult and very tedious and very, not in our range for sure. But we ended up going different places, and as we talked to these different agents, we realized that it was something that we were really interested in, and the Lord was opening doors for us. And we finally found the neighborhood. When we finally found the neighborhood that we decided on, we went into one of the houses. It was already built, but we looked at the style, and we loved the style. The upstairs, I love the upstairs more than the downstairs, but the upstairs was just like perfect. It was literally everything that like we both wanted. The downstairs, it just had like an area in the house that I wasn't too fond about, but I was like, it'll be fine. I like it, and Ricardo really liked it. But at that time when we came to visit, the model house was closed, so the agent wasn't on duty at the time because we went like after work, and he wasn't on the clock anymore, so we didn't get to see him or talk to him. We just wrote down his information and we called him. The next day he's like, yeah, just come by the office, I'm in the model home and we can talk about it and everything. And we came back the next day, and as soon as I walked into the model home, I was in love. I was like, okay, this house is basically everything that we had talked about. Everything that we wanted was in this house. And the funny thing is that the model house, like the upstairs, was very, very similar to that first house that we had seen. So I was already in love with the upstairs, but the downstairs, it was perfect. I was like, this is exactly what I wished that the other house had. But now I realized that you actually make a house, with that option. And I was like, okay, well, the model house is probably going to be the most expensive. There's no way that we were going to be able to get a house built like the model home. And so once he started, we started talking, And out of curiosity, I wasn't even considering it. We weren't even considering it, but out of curiosity, I was like, do you also build houses based on this model home? And he said, yeah, we do. And he kind of showed his numbers, and we were very surprised that the difference wasn't that much in, you know, the house, the style that we had first looked at and the model home. So we were pretty much sold on that, and we were like, oh my gosh, you know, we just kind of felt in our hearts, and we felt peace that that was our house. So, you know, we started talking and everything just kind of happened. We met up twice after that initial meeting. We talked about it with Ricardo, we prayed about it, we felt peace in our hearts to go ahead and sign, and so we signed the paperwork to start building the home. And at the time they told us, you know, it would take about maybe 3 or 4 months for it to be ready. About 4 months. And so we were like, okay, you know, that's good. At first, you know, he asked us, he's like, when are you guys getting married? And so we told him we were getting married in September, and he's like, okay, you know, it'll probably be done about that time, maybe first week of October. And we were like, that works, that's good, we're good. And so we signed, everything was good. And so we were super, super excited. After signing, we just kept checking back up and everything. And we soon found out that the house wasn't going to be built until a month later, because there were a lot of different permissions and signatures from the city that needed to go through, and just a lot of approvals, you know, because for a new house, you know, you have to go through all these different approvals from the city, from the county, everything. So that was taking a while. And then they tell us that there was a shortage in cement in the area because there was a lot of building going on, and we were getting a new stadium in downtown, and it was just crazy. We were like, are you serious? But it was all these different reasons why the house couldn't be built in that time, in the time frame that they had said. And so at the time we were like, oh my gosh, you know, because at that point they pushed the date over to a couple months after, like another month, like a couple months after. And so they're like, we don't know right now, you know, how long it's going to take, but it could take a couple months more than what we had initially thought. And so at that time we were like, okay, you know, well, we really loved the house, we loved everything in the area, you know, everything. And so we were like, okay, that's fine. So we just kind of kept, you know, praying about it and waiting patiently. That was something that we definitely learned a lot during this process, was patience. Patience, it's something that comes, you know, not very easily sometimes, because, you know, we're used to wanting everything, you know, at the time, and just having everything just happen, you know, fast. In this, I feel like in society now, everything's like quick on the go, and when you're required to wait, it's kind of hard. So that was something the Lord really taught us, was patience. And so after that, they didn't start building till like almost end of July. And so by that time, I mean, we had like a month and a half left for the wedding. We're like, oh my goodness. So, but we were just super, super excited once they finally started building. All right, and so after that, basically, it was a process throughout the next couple of months. We just would go check up on the house every 2 weeks or every week, whenever really we had a chance, and just to see the process. It was really, really exciting to see them, you know, bring something new or start working on something new. Once they started working on kind of like the frame of the house, that was really exciting, and the cement, and then the insulation, and then, you know, the paint and everything that went into it. It was a lot, you know. And what I didn't mention though was that when we first signed, we were able to pick the colors that we wanted, the walls to be, the floors to be, the carpet, the countertops, everything. So we were so excited, because those were all things that we had been looking at in other houses, and we were like wanting to make sure those houses had those same colors. And it was very difficult to find a house that had specifically all the colors that we had thought, and we were able to pick those out during that time. So we knew, you know, what it would look like and everything. So we were really, really excited. There was a lot of paperwork to fill out, of course. There's a lot of legal things involved, and the most important thing important tip that I would give anyone looking to purchase a home is to make sure that, you know, you have good credit. Credit is very important, and it's just something that, you know, the banks take into consideration. Credit and funds. Make sure you start, you know, saving up for what you want, and kind of think about what you want, start saving up for it. Make sure you're taking care of your credit, and honestly, you know, pray to God that, you know, He opens doors where you know, He wants them to be opened, and have faith that things will work out. Be positive, because it's not always easy to wait, to be patient, to, you know, there's a lot of disappointments that come through the process. You know, there were a couple things that would slow down the process, and all we could do was wait. I mean, we couldn't do anything. We were very grateful to our parents because they let us move in with them until the house was ready. And finally, on December 30th, we were able to close on our house. Everything, you know, had been done. We had an inspection. We had them fix some more things after the house was finally done. We had a final walkthrough, and finally on December 30th, we got the keys to our house, and so we became official homeowners. And I'm so happy. It ended up being a 6-month process, and it wasn't, you know, it was going to be like a 3 or 4 month process, and it turned out to be a 6-month process. But the Lord is good, and it's always, you know, in His time, not our time, that things happen. And now we're excited, and we're just so grateful to start this new life together, really, at our house. So that's pretty much our house story and how the experience was for us. I would definitely encourage anyone who's looking to buy a house to pray, for sure. Pray about it. Make sure you look at your options. Don't rush into anything. Be patient. It's going to take a lot of patience, whether you're building, especially if you're building, or you're buying a home already built, you know, and it's going to take time. It's going to take patience. It's going to take work. With us, I mean, they look at everything. So, you know, make sure that, you know, all those things are, you've taken care of everything that you need to take care of, covered all your bases, so you're ready for that. And just have faith that things will work out in due time. So that was basically our story. I have some pictures and vlog clips of when we would come check up on the house. I'm going to insert all that here so you guys can see it. We're just walking through our home. Crazy. Oh my god. Here we go. So this is gonna be the kitchen, and then, oh my goodness, my new home. The house is looking pretty good. Put in some floors, and they're finishing some of the carpet right over here, and this is looking pretty good, very cute. And the little bathroom. Almost done. So excited, and there's fans in here. Hey everyone, so today is a very exciting day because today we closed on our house and we finally got the keys to our house, so we're super excited. Alright guys, and that was it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you guys are excited for this new series that we're going to get started about home decor and just everything house related. I'm really excited to start filming those. If you have any suggestions of any type of video that you want me to do to be included in the series, or just any video in general, make sure to leave me a comment down below, and I'd be happy to do that for you guys. Make sure that you're subscribed to my channel by hitting that red subscribe button and clicking on the little bell as well, so you're notified when I post a new video. And also make sure to thumbs up this video if you're excited for this new Home Sweet Home series. I hope you guys are all having a great day. Remember, you guys are all beautifully and wonderfully made, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.